Hi my friends, and welcome to another video. If you guys didn't catch the last video, we made a fragrance tray for springtime. I have my picks out for springtime, so go check out that video before you watch. And for today, we are going to be doing a declutter. If you saw my last video, you saw that my cabinets are getting pretty chock full of fragrances, and some of them just need to go. Some of them I'm over it, some of them I just don't wear, and some of them are really full bottles. So I am going to be attempting to sell some of them on Mercari. Now, before anybody asks, I just want to preface by saying one thing. I will not be linking my Mercari. And the reason that I will not be linking that is because it's not safe. Because when you buy and sell things, there's a possibility that somebody could get my full name and address, and that's not a risk that I am willing to take. So I'm gonna remain anonymous, and if you care about my safety, please don't ask me. Before I get into the declutter, I just want to let you guys know that two things. I am on Instagram under the same name, and I am on TikTok, and I'm having a lot of fun making TikTok. It's cool because, I get to just show my personality and make short little videos, and it's not as involved as all this. It's just some lighthearted fun. So if you're down for a little fun with me, go follow me. It's Olivia Olfactory on all accounts. That's where you can find me. And without further ado, my friends, let's get into some fragrances that I'm giving the boot. I'm very sad to say it, but I think that as this is a full bottle, I believe that I'm going to get rid of my Halston. I bought it for the video where I was talking about, the program that they had on Halston on Netflix. But to be honest, this is not the kind of vintage fragrance that I could personally see myself wearing. Not to break any hearts, but there is something in the opening of this fragrance that is very screechy, and it almost comes off pissy. I'm sorry, because I know a couple of you told me that back in the day you wore it, and I wonder if they've changed the fragrance a little bit, because over time they changed them, but it's just too... This is not something that I would be able to wear around people that much because I work in really close proximity with people. I'm a hairdresser, and this would choke the crap out of my clients. It's just too strong. It's a Chypre floral, and that beginning, the dry down is nice, it's woody, but it's just not a fragrance that I'm gonna reach for, and sadly, I'm gonna get rid of it. This is another one that I might have talked about in a couple videos. This is Azara Wanted Girl, and I want to love this one. I want to love this one, but to me, it's just too sweet, and it reminds me of Black Opium a little bit. This one is a dulce de leche. It's an orange blossom. It's floral and sweet and like syrupy sweet. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen my videos before. I'm just not into super syrupy sweet. It does smell good. It smells really good. And the performance of it is incredible. It's quite a powdery scent. So I want to love this one, but I've had this for 3 years and I've hardly touched it. So that's just going to show that it's like, honey, find it a better home. Is it a sexy fragrance? It's sexy. This will be their signature scent. This performs like an absolute beast. So if you guys like Black Opium, if you like Tiziana Terenzi Borea, if you like, those sweet caramel fragrances, I'm sure you will love this one. But for me, it's just a like and not something that I'm going to reach for. This one is not staying in my collection long. I got this one at Ross. I got it for like $12. This is Lost in Paradise by Sofia Vergara. Something about the opening of this one is very screechy. It's nail polish removery, and the dry down is nice. I actually got compliments during the day that I wore this, but it's just not me. It's got soursop and apple in the beginning, and then it's got some florals, and it's just, the beginning sucks. I don't like that. It's too, alcoholic in the beginning, but the dry down is nice. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Coco Chanel, but it's just generic. So if you guys like the opening, it doesn't stick around that long. I don't like the opening, but yeah, the dry down, it's nice. It's just super generic. I got better things in my collection. Next, I'm kind of sad to say this, but I felt like I blind bought a lot from Okcha. I got 5 fragrances and this is my fault. This is totally my fault. I blind bought all of them, didn't really think about it, and I didn't have much success with the ones I got. I think I only like 2 out of the 5. So this one is their version of Fève Délicieuse, and this is called Night in Cans. And to me, this is super, super sweet and very powdery and cherry note. It's got a cherry note. And it smells like baby powder and cherry syrup. And some people like go nuts for this fragrance. Like if you guys watched the video where I had my brother guess the price of fragrance, he said that this smells like a dessert scent. He really liked it. I know a lot of guys like this because it's got that sweet, powdery, just almost like a powdered jelly donut sort of thing going on. But to me, it's cloying and the powderiness is too much. I don't like sweet powdery. I like a floral powdery, but I can't see this working for me. But I will say that the longevity and the projection of this fragrance is incredible. These are extrait de parfums, which is great because they're $40. It's a dupe house. And I mean, the quality of the bottle, the fragrance itself, it's so good. So if you like Fève Délicieuse, this is great. It's just not a scent profile that's for me. And another one that will probably be going out of my collection is from Okcha as well. And this is Sarong. This is their version of Sirjaf Herbe Pura. This one is just, again, it's too sweet, but it's a tropical sweet. And I find it fruity, syrupy, and cloying. And I'm just not a tropical fruit gal. It's not my bag. I find it to be like the minute I sweat, I'm like, nope, that's too strong. And like I said, these perform really crazy strong. So you got to be in love with this fragrance profile. If you guys have tried Herbe Pura and you like it, I got to smell that at Scent Bar in downtown LA. It holds up pretty spot on with this one, maybe, 10% off or so, but they smell very similar. This one also has a wee bit of powderiness, but I just find it to be too sweet for me and not my bag. Next up, we have Gucci Bamboo. Now this is a perfectly lovely scent. This is a floral, woody scent. The dry down is very sophisticated. It's very classy, but it leans a wee bit mature, in my opinion. And I bought this a couple years ago, and I really enjoyed it. But I felt like it was always a fragrance that overpowered me. I felt like I was a young woman trying to pull off a fragrance that I didn't have the wisdom to pull off yet, if that makes sense. It's like I could see a really established older woman wearing this and smelling so sexy. Like it radiates confidence, and confidence that I don't feel like I quite have yet. Like I have confidence, but I have a young confidence, not like a self-assured, I've lived life sort of confidence. So this is a lovely scent, don't get me wrong. Like I really enjoy it, and I have a little decant that I'm gonna keep, but I feel like this would be better suited. I might just even give this to my husband's aunt. I feel like she would wear this really nicely. I am not sad to see this go whatsoever. This thing is a monstrosity. This is the last time that I ever blind buy any Montale fragrances, because I got burned on 2 fragrances and I only owned 4 fragrances, so I came up 50-50 on that haul. So this is Montale Tropical Wood. Oh God, this thing smells like urinal cake and toilet bowl cleaner. It has such bizarre notes in it, and it's not well blended. And if anybody has tried Montale fragrances, they are heavy, they are loud. So if it smells bad, you're gonna smell extra bad. No. This was like an automatic. Like I bought it and I was so excited. I was like ready and willing to love every fragrance that I got from them, right? Like I was just so eager. I was so eager. No. Oh God, it's so bad. Another Montale. this is Vanille Absolute. This is just a vanilla fragrance, right? And so people could say like, oh, why don't you just keep it for layering purposes? Because it smells artificial. It smells so artificial. Like, I really like Dark Purple. Oh, that is such a good fragrance. I really like Intense Cafe, but those two kind of vibe together. Intense Cafe is a rose vanilla coffee scent, and then imagine that without the coffee and instead an added dark berry plum. Ugh. Those two, incredible, and they perform like nobody's business. But this is, nope, it's almost bitter. I appreciate that it's not a super sweet vanilla, but I just can't get on with this one. It's way too fakety fake, and it just smells chemically to me. And you know what? My husband said the same thing. I like showed it to him, and anytime he sees these bottles, he's like, I don't like that house. I don't like that house. Because he doesn't like strong fragrances to begin with, like really potent. And then on top of it, you add the super synthetic note, and he's like, that smells awful. Like, who would want to smell like that? So, ugh, sorry Montale, but you gotta get out. And actually, I believe that that's all I will be getting rid of. So that is 2, 4, 6, 7 fragrances that I will be giving the boot. So not a lot, but you know, just some that I knew I either point blank did not like them, or I liked them, but they just didn't work with me. Like, you know, the Montale ones, absolutely not. They're icky. They're icky. But then like the Gucci Bamboo, I like that one. It's just, I feel like I don't have the personality to support it. And the Azzaro Wanted Girl. The Azzaro Wanted Girl, it's like, that one's delicious. It really is great, but it kind of reminds me of the Tiziana Terenzi I have. And, you know, I have a Traveler of that one, so I'm happy with that. You know, it's one that I could really see someone loving, and, you know, they deserve it if they want it. I don't want to be lukewarm about any of the fragrances in my collection. I want to be full on. I want to be in love with all of the fragrances that I have. And I recently got together with Sniff with Steph. If you guys haven't watched her videos, she's hilarious and she be all over TikTok. Okay, so make sure you check out her TikTok under the same name. But we got together. She adorned me with a shit ton of samples and some minis, and so for that I'm very thankful. But you know, she told me like, dude, you gotta go through your fragrances, you gotta clean up shop a little bit, like sell them on Mercari. And so I was like, I didn't even think about that. I've just been like slowly being choked by my fragrances, like, oh my god, I have so many, it's filling up. I had to buy an entire, like, look, I had to buy an entire armoire to put them in, right? But oh, what a problem to have, spoiled brat. Like, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just kind of was like overwhelmed for a second of like, okay, I have a lot going on here. But keep in mind, you know, I'm doing this for the channel, you know, I'm doing this for my fellow frag heads, my fragrance lovers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sure that there will be many more of these videos to come, and you know, I have a bunch of things coming in the future, so hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you didn't already, check out my video where I set up this lovely tray for springtime. Bye.